Hey, everybody. It's your girl, Miss Doe with the UnStuck Show. I gotta apologize to my listeners, baby. I'm so sorry. That was so unprofessional of me. But guess what? You know when you're trying to take care of business and handle your business around the clock, and I try to do things in the right timing before I get caught up or obligated or either after, but everything don't work like it should. So a 10 o'clock call turned into 11 o'clock call. That's out here in Atlanta, baby. That's Eastern. So, yeah, man, they called me. So let me tell y'all, I'm transparent and I talk to my people. And so I had to get some test results done. Just some blood work and some things like that going on because it's just hard. It'd be hard for me to get up every day. I'm like, my body hurt, my feet be killing me. I'm like, something ain't right. So I knew I had carpal tunnel and all that kind of stuff, but then I haven't been bothered so much with my hands since I occasionally, go to New Orleans twice a month and do hair. But when I was consistent and I'm wrapped up in the shop, I love what I do. When I would be in New Orleans, baby, my clients could tell you I would get shots like every 3 to 4 months in both of my wrists. Because I forgot what the medical term, what's the terminology for that when you could cut hair with your hand, with both of your hands, use both of your hands. So that's me. So anyway, I go get some blood work done. So the lady like, do you have I see on the charts that you may have arthritis and stuff. So I'm lying to the lady because I didn't have three. This would be my third test. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I got traits of it, whatever. So they send me throughout the weekend. They just sending me like an abundant amount of emails and text messages to check my cart, for all my blood work results coming back and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, all right, cool. Half the stuff, y'all, I don't even know what it is. So thank God my baby in medical school, a lot of it, she knew the terminology, what I didn't bother her with. I went on Google and looked up a lot of stuff. So the positive part of it and the good news is everything, majority of my blood work came back really, really good. No diabetes, even though that run in my family. My mom had it. No high blood pressure or anything like that. But my knees, you could hear them creak, y'all. It's not a squeak. You could hear the bones rubbing on bones. So when I got them checked maybe about 2 years or so ago, right before COVID, it wasn't as bad. And the guy and the doctor at the time, he was like, I'm describing your knees as treaded tires, like you didn't the rubber going down. So I'm like, oh Lord. So I've gotten cortisone shots. I've never got the injection of the what is it, liquid cartilage or something like that goes in between. I need to find out about that. So anyway, I should have thought about all these things before I moved to Atlanta because I had my doctors and everything lined up out there in New Orleans that I've been with for years. And now here it's like I'm starting from scratch now that the world is open back up. And, I live like maybe 2 blocks from Emory, one of their, just like in New Orleans, they have Ashnas everywhere, clinics and stuff. So out here they have this big hospital called Emory, and they have Emory clinics. So I live like right by one. So anyway, I go to the doctor's appointment. They sending me all this stuff I don't understand. So I get an email yesterday that tells me, Dear Miss Baham, blah, 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 after the blood work and stuff, so you have rheumatoid arthritis. Bruh, I'm 44 years old. I do not want rheumatoid arthritis, dog. That's the worst arthritis that you could get. It causes disfigurement. It'll attack your organs and everything. So I did a gig yesterday. I bartended a gig, and that was on my mind all day yesterday. I'm like, man, I need to reach out to these doctors. I need to let them talk to me a little bit more, and explain a little bit more, whatever, because this right here is trying to get to my brain, but no, devil, it ain't about to happen. So anyway, that's why I had to leave and get off, the mic so quick because they finally returned my call. When you call them, nobody answer. They put you on hold. They got all these other stuff. But the whole while I was at work yesterday, it just started making sense. Because as we know, if you follow Miss Doe online or you know me personally or whatever, I do not keep still. Sometimes I want to keep still, but I just can't. And I'm like, if this is my diagnosis, and as the years progress, it could take 10 years, it could take 15 years, it could take 20 years for it to get worse. I got to go see a rheumatologist for me to know what foods or the proper treatments or medicine and stuff like that. But I just keep getting up, I keep pushing, and ain't nothing stop me. But I wonder myself sometimes, like, why I just move around like this? Like I got ADHD, no disrespect to people with that, but I just stay busy. I'm so driven. I'm passionate about everything, man, and I'm just an all around hustler. Like it's in my blood. My mom was like that, my daddy was like that. And especially after taking such a hit with COVID financially and stuff, man, like I'm just trying to get back to me, but in a better version of me in my pockets, in my spirit, in my mind, and everything. So I'm like, I'm just passing through right now. Like a lot of these gigs and hustles and moving fast like I am, and I'm probably doing all this stuff and so determined because, I rebuke it, but if that's my destination, dog, to be stuck with rheumatoid arthritis and can't walk or barely walk or something, like the time is now. Like the time is now, bro. Like, and I've been feeling that in my spirit. I've been feeling that in my mind. I don't have time for foolishness. I don't have time for nothing. Like people ask me, are you dating right now? You this? No, man, I'm trying to heal. I'm trying to be peaceful. I'm trying to be pleasant, productive, progress. You know what I'm saying? Get this bag up, not be a burden to my one and only child. Yeah, she gonna be something. She definitely on her path. With her medicine and neurology and all this kind of stuff, but I don't want to be a burden to my child. I don't want to be, in the midst of her and her husband. I feel like I'm gonna be like the old ladies. If they still got social media and TikToks and stuff, y'all gonna see me. If I don't make it now, you're gonna see me then. If God bless me to be 70, 80 years old, because I'm cutting up. I'm cutting up and I'm taking over the internet at that age. I'm cursing everybody out. And I'm just going to do me. But, I be thinking about so much. My mind be deep because, as y'all know, my mom passed away. And so I'm stuck with this cremation box in my living room every time I look past it. I refuse to get an urn because having this type of platform and coming from a family that's full of toxicity, however you say it, it's like I'm really trying to make peace with my family members or my sisters and things like that. So at some point we could come together. It's not fair. I really don't feel like it's all of my responsibility, but obviously God made me the strongest one, man, for me to move and do what I need to do. So slowly but surely, I'm making peace and apologizing for my part, not for the whole ordeal, but for my part. And, to be able to have a memorial in that way privately or whatever and release my mom like I should. You know what I'm saying? So when I think about stuff like that, I'm like, if I happen to be, whether I be married and we die together, or if I just wind up a lonely old woman or something like that, I ain't gonna be lonely, but just, by myself, is just like you pay on your funeral and life insurance, man, I want to pay on my retirement home, for real. Because when the government got to pay for your retirement home, you wind up anywhere. There's crazy people anywhere, whether it's rich, poor, whatever. I get it. There's bad people and things like that, but you pay for what you get. You get you put some money into it, you get a little bit more security, you get better surroundings. Like, I really want to get my bag up, so not only do I take care of myself right now and invest in some stuff, but I could travel around this world and see where I want to end off the last 10 years of my life. So if I'm stuck in a chair somewhere with this damn rheumatoid arthritis, I want to be somewhere that's peaceful, that's full of serenity, that's water that I love, somewhere like that I didn't put my money into over 10, 20 years, you know what I'm saying? And My daughter could live her life, do her thing, be who she needs to be to if she ever have kids, if she get married, she has the big responsibility of being a physician. Like, there's no pressure. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody else to throw it on. So she could definitely pull up and, make sure her mom is straight and being well taken care of. So that's where I'm at. That's what's going on with your girl. Don't feel sorry for me because it ain't going to stop nothing. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep pushing. These feet going to hit the ground. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to win. I'm going to fight it. And I'm going to prolong it as long as I can. So y'all stuck with me. You dig? You can't get unstuck from this situation. So anyway, we're going to get back to some music, some jams, lighten the mood up a little bit. But today we want to talk about how important communication is. And then I think I want to lead that into like, has life given me so many blows to the guts that has made me too strong? Is that possible, y'all? Like, can you be too strong? Or how would you identify that when you just don't have time? You make time for things and then you realize, look, I ain't got time for it not to be going the way that I need it to go, or I want it to go, or I envision it to go, so I'm out. So we're going to talk about that. And communication is key, man. So y'all stay tuned with Miss Doe 101 TKO Radio. Don't go anywhere. Let's jam. Hey, I am back, baby. I am back. I don't stay gone too long when it's my day over here at 101 TKO Radio. And that's DJ GQ, man. Shout out to him. His mixes, when I tell you, baby, get you in the mood. And you definitely got talent to be able to be putting that together like that. So keep them coming. And any musicians, producers, anybody out there that they got some music, they got some beats, you could go to 101tkoradio.com, or you can go to UnStuck 101tkoradio at gmail.com. Send me over a bio. Tell me a little bit about yourself. And also, you can maybe send me like 2 songs or something over radio edited version. Let me see. Also, man, we got these packages, baby. Packages, packages, packages. You got to invest in yourself. At this point in time in your life, I'm investing in myself. I'm not here for free, baby. I'm not here because I'm cute. So you gotta invest in yourself, baby. You want to get places in life. That's exactly what you gotta do. And the smallest investments have the biggest returns. So definitely don't sleep on that. And it don't have to be artistry as far as music or anything like that, man. You could definitely just be an entrepreneur. You have some great things going on in your life. You got a business getting up off the ground, already off the ground, or in fruition. Like, come on, man. So we are here to back you on that and let the world know, hear or listen or learn about you, yourself, your future, and your fortune. So continue to, stay tuned with 101 TKO Radio with Miss Doe or any other host here, man. We are around the clock 24/7, baby. Do your homework. Go on 101 TKO Radio while you're listening. Even listening right now, press the team button. That way you can scroll through, you can read some bios, and you can see the pictures of the people that are here inside this family unit of 101 TKO Radio. So, before we went to break, we was talking about, I was telling y'all I was sorry for those that was tuned in, and I had to step away right quick, abruptly, man. Apologies. I'm not perfect, but, I had some business to take care of, and there's only one Miss Doe. I wish I could clone myself and be everywhere, at every place, every time, but it's just like this week. This week, boy, I got to go to New Orleans. I got to hurry up and double back. I try to do my best too. I'm also a helpful person, period, and not looking for any return when I do so, when I can do so. But also to the people that really showed me that love and generosity and things like that, just loving who I am, my flaws and all, and just being there for me, man, even when I didn't ask for people to be there for me. So shout out to Miss Glow, man. Miss Glow has her 80th birthday this weekend. This is my weekend to be in New Orleans, but I can't be in New Orleans because I am committed to something here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop on the interstate in the morning, baby. And I can't let Miss Glow have her 80th birthday party as long as she's been a supporter of Picture Me Rolling. And her daughters and stuff come to me and stuff like that, man. Shout out to Stacy, man. They caterers and cooks and food trucks and stuff. I can't have that lady have her party without me putting my hands in her head. So I just got to suck it up. Try to get me some rest tonight. Throw some stuff in the bag. Could have caught a flight, but I got some things. I got clippers and stuff like that I messed around and brought with me this time. I don't trust being on the plane. So, therefore, I got to hit the road, baby. Hit the road, take care of the people that take care of me. So, that's what I'm going to do. So, pray for my safe traveling grace, my honey buns. So, anyway, we was talking about communication. Of course, I love communication. You can't communicate with me, then we won't have no relationship. Communication is just not talking at somebody and making a lot of noise. It's actually listening, processing, doing something about it. I asked this question too before break, like, can you be too strong? Or you just, maybe it's just that I'm realizing my worth. And I try to excuse my little stuff in this, baby. I'm in Atlanta. This weather hit different. No, I don't have nothing, but I mean, not keeping still. Like, I got a little post-nasal drip. Used my nasal spray this morning. So even though I got this little raspy voice, baby, I got a little stuff in this too. So anyway, but I'm all right. I'm all right. So anyway, can you be too strong? No. Like, would you call it that? Or would you call it just knowing your worth finally? Like, I don't know. It's really good questions. I was talking to my BFF this morning, and we had a very private conversation, so it's not one to share. But I just wanted to remind her of her worth, man. Like, you may not have in life the biggest successes financially or the biggest materialistic things, but it's not about all of that. It's about, people's heart and spirit and what they bring to your life, and laughter and peace and good moments and times and good memories, and you knowing that if something happens to you, that person will be there. If I can't get up to use the bathroom, I know who will change my diapers. I want people to feel the same way about me with that. Like, that's wealth, man. That's knowing your worth, and you can't give that to just any and everybody. So when people give you red flags, and you've had so many experiences in life with dealing with different types of people, like, you gotta cut that off and cut them strings in the beginning, bro. Like, for real, for real. Like, you can't just go ahead on and give people passes. We ain't got time for that. And we had this discussion last week, and I'm going to bring it back. When you know that you already had, for a fact how old you are now. You know how long you've been an adult. You know how much you've grown as that adult. You know how many experiences you had, how many experiences with people, with work, with careers, with money. So at this point, if you 40 years old, man, you 45, you 50 years old and up, like, when is enough enough? You don't know for a fact how much more time you got. So if you got 20 more years, that's less time than the time that you had behind you. But it may be equivalent to how long you've been an adult. If you're 40, you've been an adult, 21, 22 years, legally. So it's like, at this point, man, when you run across people and things that just ain't giving you what you know you need and you want, stop giving them passes, because they cute. They look good on your arm, or they just, you know what I'm saying, they fulfill one particular need. Like, I had to tell somebody just recently, I was like, look here, baby. It was cute. But I ain't got time, but I make time. And if you waste my time, then you out of time. I want y'all to remember that. I don't even know if I could say that again. So, but that's real talk. Like, ain't got time for all that. So, we also talk about your opportunities and your growth and your visions and starting somewhere in your life. And definitely just getting unstuck. And it all starts with communications and chances. I also was doing a job yesterday, and they had this lady, and she takes her job seriously. So where, you work with people that take their job so seriously, it piss you off. It's like, bro, why you so serious? Like, why you gotta be an a-hole for nothing? Like, what are you doing all that for? Like, it's so many chiefs and no Indians, type of deal. So what I do with Just Drink It, if y'all follow me online, it's no lies to what Just Drinking is. Just Drink It, if you know me in New Orleans, I was doing it on the side, and it was doing good. Even coming here, I've been requested and stuff to come out there to New Orleans to do private gas, and I did, periodically. And when I couldn't make it to some things, I had my friend Ty, shout out to Ty. She was a club bartender and stuff like that. She would take a lot of my Just Drink It deals. I just give it to her. Look, go ahead on. They requested me, but, your personality fitted, and you know what you're doing. So it took me a while to even want to do the Just Drink It thing out here, but I'm like, you know what? New place, new thing. Too old for this club scene type stuff. People don't realize that I own the club. God teased me with the ownership of a club for like 3 months, a Caribbean club. So And if you know, you know. Ain't no but coming out here, starting all over after, resetting with COVID and stuff, man. Like, I found a way to be hired as an independent contractor to go around and do just drink it for different events, venues, hotels, whatever. So that's what you see when you see it online. I pump my business, I do my networking. I meet a lot of great people. You know what I think about? I think about when I shake hands with these people, sponsorships, like investors, business partners. Like, I'm there to work, yeah, and drink and do stuff like that, but my personality make up for what I may not know of just yet. So it's like when I'm there, it's a process. So when I was back to this lady, and I'm like, bruh, you could have this little job and take it like you know what I'm saying? But I'm just passing through. All this is going to make sense one day. I'm resetting. I'm starting fresh. And the things that I have envisioned in my mind, like, I see you again, Mom. I ain't about to argue with you. I'm going to pick my battles. I'm going to check you. But it's going to be so sarcastic. You know Scorpios, man. We going to speak the truth and be very sarcastic. Say something, drop the mic, sex your chocolate. Make you feel real stupid and keep going. But it dawned on me. Like, I was grateful to God. I thanked God for giving me the opportunities to do what I do. And some people, that's all they want. That's why they serious about certain things. That's all they want. But I'm looking at it in the aspect of my friends. Like, I have a lot of friends in New Orleans or clients or associates that can really, really cook, man. Like, these people can't cook. They're not all from New Orleans. They just got the opportunities. They got the chance, the second chances to do it on a bigger scale. But they don't have no personality, no charisma, no business direction, none of that. So, no flavorful food. Like, I asked the dude the other day, he was like, they got New Orleans. I said, so you went to a New Orleans restaurant out here. I don't see you that being the only place you go. Because if there was a real New Orleans restaurant out here with the love, with the food, the inviting spirit, with all that kind of stuff going on, that'll be the only place you go eat at. So them people from Shreveport and Homer and all these different places, and they close to New Orleans, less than an hour. So they repping New Orleans until a New Orleans person come around. So that ain't it. But I'm looking at all these catering companies and stuff. Like, it's a lot of catering companies out here, just like New Orleans. And the catering companies do not provide bartenders. Y'all see the vision now? So that's where I come in at. At the same time, the level that they catering companies on is a whole nother level than when my people in New Orleans catering come. So I'm trying to get them the game and the olive branch and the education and things, because not everybody could freely move around like I move around. They still got young kids, or they got grandkids that they've obligated themselves to help their kids. They're still taking care of elderly parents. Like, I'm freed up right now. I'm not married. I'm not in no committed relationship. I don't have no babies. I don't have no elderly parents. Like, it's sad to an extent. You know what I'm saying? But I'm freed up. So why not take that opportunity to see the world, figure it out, do what I do, manifest my dreams, live my dreams, push past and forward, just push for those things or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So just to get the right stuff that I need for my life. You know what I'm saying? So, bruh, that's how I see things when I go on these jobs. I'm like, we provide better service than that. I did better than that in my own club. But their heads be big because they just, and bless up. God bless y'all. And I'm proud of y'all, black people. You know what I'm saying? For having what you had. But, bro, y'all got to do better. I've been on the outside looking in these situations where it's teaching me. It's teaching me a lot. Like, some things I seen that I did in my own business. That humbled me. Like, dang, that's what people saw on the outside looking in. Yeah, that ain't what's up. Or that's how y'all doing it. Man, wait till I bring what I bring to the table. So it's gonna take some time. It's a process. It's all in God's timing. But my vision is so wide and clear that all this stuff I'm like, I'm just passing through, bro. I'm definitely passing through to get to my fortune where I want to get. And it's not just about money, it's just about the placement, the opportunities, making all of these things and all these people that I see, just making it make all the sense in the world. There's nowhere in the world that you meet all these different people, you leave an impression with these people, you do all that, like, and for what? For nothing. And say you met them? No, man, I need a hub. I need a place that's comforting, that everybody could, make use of. And I can't tell y'all my business. I done told y'all enough. I done schooled you enough. There's people that pray for you and there's people that pray on you. So, I rebuke anything negatively that come my way. Hopefully the door is open for everybody to push and believe and, have my back on. And shout out to everybody that gave me birthday love, man. New people I met out here, people in New Orleans, people all over the place that I met, man, took their time out to just tell me happy birthday, send some love, do videos, do different things, man. Shout out to y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That just solidified that I'm doing the right thing. I'm on the right path, even when it hurts. Still didn't get to my quote for the day, but I'm going to come back because I didn't talk y'all head off. Hopefully y'all get some knowledge from this, some wisdom, and you can see what I see in this moment. But let's reset, y'all. Let's reset. You don't have to wait till January to reset. Today is a new day. This is a new week. And do what you can to be better at what you was yesterday and the days before. And let's start manifesting these dreams, man, putting in the hard work. And take a pause. As busy as you are, just take a pause and turn around and look back and see if everything you're doing really makes sense. So we'll be right back with Miss Dope 101 TKO and DJ GQ, man. He about to tear it down. So let's bounce out and relax a little bit before we come back with some more. Be right back, y'all. Don't go nowhere. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's gonna have to be my theme song. I'm serious, cause my knees was giving me this problem. I got the 10-man knees. I just got a diagnosis of the 10-man knees. I don't have the mega knees. I got the 10-man knees, baby. So shout out to Unc, 60-old rapper with the bad knees. He's not 60 no more. He might be about 70. I'm not sure, but he still look good. He's still doing his thing, and he's still smoking on his cannabis, baby. So shout out to him. And he's a prime example of you're never too old to actually live out your dreams or explore your talent or to just put your one foot in front of the other, man, and just walk towards bigger goals in your life, man. And you just never know. Unc a blue check. I'm not. But Unc is, but I'm coming up behind you, baby. So people like that is the inspiration behind keep pushing. Sometimes in your life when you take some losses or you get knocked down, sometimes you feel like, damn, I got to start all over at 30 years old, 40 years old. Well, not 30, but 40 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old. Life happens to the best of us, plugging that in for myself, Miss Dope, go on Google or whatever, life happens to the best of us. Amazon, I am a published author, I have to boast a little bit. I'm not bragging, but I'm boasting about my accomplishments in life, because and there was times in my life I felt stuck, but when I communicated, it released valves and it opened up my mind and it took away the block, the wall, the things like that in my life, man. So, like I said, Unc has one hell of a story. I read his story on last week, and he had many moments in his life where he felt stuck. But to be 60, 70 years old, man, and you out there, like, all over the world, you've traveled and performed different places at that age, taking those hits, man, that's nothing but inspiration and encouragement. You and Snoop smoking together, y'all doing your thing. Like, come on, man. Like, that man doing things 20 and 30-year-olds would love to do. And he's retired. He's sitting in his backyard showing off. He live on a lake, baby. He cuts up. Much love and respect to him. And when I do go back to New Orleans, if it's not this trip, it's the next trip, man. I'm definitely, we already talked, me and him got to sit and chill. So, my knees bad too. So I might have to take some lessons from Unc. So if you see me online, puffing medicine, or medicine coming out of my body as a form of smoke, that's medicine. So at this point, with that type of diagnosis of rheumatoid arthritis, man, I'm open for suggestions of those who deal with it, dealt with it, and and can help your girl out. So, and that all brings it to one of my unstuck quotes of the day, which is, don't miss your chance. They say that God taught that those who do well with what they are given will be given more. Success comes to truly successful people as a series of little successes rather than one big break. Now, we were just talking about that. Now, what's the irony of that? Like, this all means that we supposed to have this conversation. Is in the atmosphere, is what it, that's just like, God forgive me, because I could be wrong. But this is how I like to think about it. Like, that's just like when pastors and stuff, and they, like, do they have a pastor blast that they send out, like, today, this is what all pastors across the world going to talk about? Or is that just life and its lessons and what's going on in the universe, and it's just in the atmosphere, like, and it's put into their minds, their hearts, and their spirits to speak out about it at those times the world is dealing with it. Like, that's how I think. I could be wrong. You can beg to differ. But, it's mighty funny. You got a whole congregation of people and they feel like he's talking to them. And then you got somebody else went to another church that day and they like, my pastor said the same thing. Or last week he talked on the same. So, I'm just saying that because I really didn't do any homework to look at like, oh, this is what I'm gonna talk about that day. It just so happened that I'm just flowing and I'm giving you my experiences, and we talked about yesterday and me just saying I'm passing through, and we then come onk in rotation, and we talking about successes, and we talking about, each thing that you go through is for a reason. Of course, you've heard that 10 zillion times in your life, but it's time to start recognizing that and realizing that. And so, everything will make sense, and you just passing through to get to your blessing. And you know what I'm saying, to fulfill your plan in your life. So make sure you each one teach one and reach one along the way. You know what I'm saying? So people could be your blessing, you could be other people's blessing. So you ain't got to walk around with a stiff face, stiff neck, stiff attitude and personality, man. Like, they got a lot of people out here in Georgia that they just got a boot in their mouth 24/7. People pass it, don't speak and stuff, man. And it upsets me. Like, I get mad because you never know who you talking to. You never know how that person could bless you. I ain't going to kiss you behind. But let me give y'all an example. For my birthday, I was chilling. When I tell you I was chilling, I wasn't worrying about going nowhere. The first time I had to rush to do this, spread myself thin, I was chilling. I got up late. I just laid around. I get up early, but my body got up late. And I was just hanging around my house, cooling, solo dolo. I live right by the woods. I got the blinds open. I'm chilling. I'm drinking coffee. My little brother is out here, and he called. He was like, sis, I want to do something special for you, and let's go out to eat. What do you want to do? He was blowing my phone out. I don't care. I don't mean to be, I'm not saying that in a way to just be obnoxious, but I'm like, it don't even matter to me, bro. Like, I'm just glad that people thinking about me like that, and I'm still living, I'm still alive, I'm still fighting, I'm still pushing. I just wish God could call me and say, I'm gonna give you 30 more years of walking on that side of heaven and pavement, letting your feet hit the pavement. Like, my birthday present to myself is getting my ducks in order. I got my I went and got my passport set up again. I'm trying to I'm doing some, not trying, some LLCs on my stuff, on all my stuff, man, looking into what I need, the proper paperwork when it comes to just drink it. Like, I'm doing big girl stuff, like, these are, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm doing big girl stuff. So those are the things that I'm doing for myself. Not trying. Let me take trying out of my vocabulary, but I'm doing. And so I'm just getting my stuff in order. So I was good with that. Like, those things, the clouds are clearing for things like that. And so he was just on it, man. I'm trying to find somewhere. I know you like music. I'm like, bro, the food don't get me out here. It look good online. The food out here take really good photo shoots, but it ain't all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the flavor ain't there. Like, I ain't tripping. The service is whack in most places that you go. And it's just a facade. Fake it till you make it type stuff out here. So I'm like, I ain't even tripping. You can save your money, bro. Like, for real. He was like, no. So I went and put some clothes on. I had a good time drinking me 2 glasses of Jägerbomb and on Instagram. I was good. So I wasn't even tripping. So anyway, he found somewhere. I love music. I love music. I love music. I love live bands. I love music, vibes. So I said, you know what? We're going to take the thought of having good food out of our mindset. It's hard to please New Orleans people with food. So let's just go ahead on. Let's talk about the vibe and the music. So finally he come up with this spot, Nouveau. Throwing you out there, Nouveau. It is what it is. So he was like, yeah, let's go over there. I said, well, I've been in that area before, but it's always packed. There'd be a lot of places that be small as hell, no good parking, but it be packed with people, man. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to relax. I'm going to chill. I'm going to roll with y'all. So he takes me to this place. We get there. And when we get there, he tried to call and make a reservation. When he tried to make the reservation, they said, you don't have to make a reservation, just get here and, we put you on the list and you blah, blah, blah. So, all right, cool. Because he bad with timing, so we wasn't going to make it for no reservation anyway. So we get there, we walking up, we get to the door, and they got this little guy, he's the hostess or whatever, and they got another girl over there. And so, walk up to the door, we talk about it, and he gonna say, no, he had no personality at all. None. No personality. Look like he mad he at work. So he gonna say, mumbling underneath his mouth, music loud as hell. And so we asking him, so he gonna say, oh, we closed right now, we shut down. And so the girl jumps in and she gonna say, yeah, we open up for 5 o'clock or whatever. So we looked at the time, we said, baby, it's 5:01. So she got her little arms folded, standing like she bout that life, she just don't know. Hair tore up, wear short style, she don't know she talking to the short hair maestro. Just cause Atlanta don't know, baby, New Orleans know what's up. Ain't nowhere in the world I exist 27 years and traveling from state to state to go cut people hair that's waiting on me that normally come to me twice a week, but now they doing twice a month because they waiting on you. I got to boast and brag about that one. She don't know who she was talking to. So I said, I ain't going to do it. I'm not going to do it on my birthday. I'm going to just let her have a little attitude. So I said, it's 5:01 right now, Mom. What you talking about? Oh, we shut down brunch and then we reopened for 5. Well, it's 5:01. So what do we do? So she storms off and go get another little car that's parked like right in front of the place. Attitude for no reason. So I'm mad, and my mouth is my biggest problem for real. It's from generation to generation. My sister's mouth is messed up. My aunt's mouth was messed up. My mama's mouth was tore up. So if you ever get with me, my mouth not gonna change. It's just my mouth. I try to change it, I tame it, but my mouth just gonna bloop bloop, it's gonna run. It's like a little muscle in there that I don't have no control over. So dude mumbling underneath his breath, and I'm like, why y'all got an attitude like that? Why, just why? They ignore it. And so he was like, so y'all want to put your name on the list or whatever. So my brother friend, she was like, yeah, just go ahead on and sign us up. So sign us up. We go to walk twice. I don't even want to be here no more. Like, because if you know me, I'm a very pleasant person. I'm always smiling. I speak with respect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do all that. But I do observe. I observe my surroundings. I observe people before I really go full force to mess with them. So when you first meet me, I'm going to be a little quiet. But I'm reading the room with my spirit. I'm a Scorpio, baby. Like, and I'm from New Orleans. So, my spirit is deep. So I'm peeping it out. So they put us on the list. I see them go to shoo. We walk off for a little bit. He texts us and say that the table ready. So we go back. We was like, we just got the text. The table was ready. That was quick. He gonna say, no, that was a mistake. So at this point, I'm pissed off. I wasn't even pissed off at first. But now I'm pissed off because you playing with me. And you playing with my day. And you just playing with my mood, dog, for no reason. Like, we alive today. It's beautiful outside. Y'all business popping. What you pissed for? If you don't want to be here, dog, don't be here. But all these types of things, I be peeping out, and I'm like, they just really don't know. Like, the red dirt in Georgia just blessed you up, dog. Like, with opportunities your hometowns ain't give you. But don't come here and get beside yourself, homie, because you never know. Because when I get right, I'm passing all you MFers up. Just give me a little moment. I only been here 2 years. So anyway, I get a phone call later on. I'm talking to one of my people that's in production and stuff like that. So we running it. It's like, what you did for your birthday? And I'm like, bruh, gave him the little experience. Little did I know that he knew the owners or the owner of it and wasn't having it. And let her know what was up. So I get a phone call yesterday where the lady was like, I apologize. It was like, you got time? Like, I'm at work, but I got time. I make time to tell you what's up. I'm like, you just don't know who you be talking to and or what connections people have, or you know what I'm saying? To the point where who I knew the people over you. And now when I come back, you gotta feed me for free, Pooh, and I only want you to serve me. So that's my whole point. Watch how you treat people. Watch who you talk to. Never judge a book by its cover, honey. Fix your attitude. Lose the attitude and get some gratitude. Because if God give you your strength, your mental and physical ability to get up every day, get an opportunity, you might not be where you want to be, but you're working towards where you're going to be. So, like, come on, man. I got problems at home too, but I'm not coming out in the street booted and you know, and just mad and just angry with the world because the world ain't do it to me. Sometimes it's your choices. You got to look in the mirror at the things that you put out. That's the reason why it's coming back. And I'm bold enough to say that has happened in my life. We done talked a lot of times about the man in the mirror or Michael Jackson and stuff like that. Like, why, even though you're growing up, you do things a little differently, but why you keep getting the same type of energy or same type of reaction, same type of experiences, attracting the same type of people? At this point, you got to look at yourself. So, you know, until you take accountability for your part and what you doing for you to get the reactions that you get in life, man, a lot of things ain't gonna never change. It's all about accountability, man. Like, put your pride aside and take accountability. Because now, the same person you stood up there with your little arms folded, with your little super bleached, bad hairstyle, that was a short one. I could have did you up, baby. I could have hooked you up, had you looking like a modeler. Like, was Mr. Brown say, a modeler. So, you know what I'm saying? Same person you had a little attitude with, you ain't know had this type of platform. And now you got to serve me. I can't wait. I'm going live when it happens. And I'm bring some of my people from 101 TKO Radio. We going to eat, baby. On them. So that brings it back to success comes to truly successful people as a series of little successes rather than one big break. All of it's going to make sense, y'all. Nobody's going to hand success or happiness to you on a silver platter. Can't make nobody happy. You add to a happy person. If you think about that, you add to somebody that's already happy. And you can't be happy until they deal with themselves and take accountability for themselves. Success seldom comes quickly, and it almost never comes easily. It's about sacrifices. And you might make some blood sacrifices. That's what I feel like I made. I had to lose people. Not just lose people that, oh, you know, my boy from high school died, or my girlfriend that used to come to me a long time ago, we used to hang in the club in our 20s, passed away, or my long lost cousin just had it. Not people you have your heart go out to, but people that really make you reconstruct your days. So we'll be right back with a little bit more. Miss Doe, 101 TKO Radio. Let's vibe out, rock out. Let's talk, you know, let's just hear some music, man. I'll be back after these messages.
Two, one.
Hey, y'all jamming? I know I'm jamming. I'm over here jamming, baby, on 101 TKO with Miss Doe with the Unstuck Show. Y'all already know what it is with the Unstuck Show. The Unstuck Show is definitely going to do just that. That's the mission of it all, is to actually lay some wisdom and some knowledge down and encouragement to people who are tired of living the way that they are, tired of going through the situations that they're going through. And just ready to be unstuck, man. Unstuck out of generational, curses. Unstuck out of jobs that you don't want, but careers you can start. Unstuck out of, family drama or bad relationships, man. This is the month for domestic violence. So we definitely want to be in support of those dealing with that, have done with that, and hopefully I'm not going to even say that. I mean, we speak positivity and stuff, and we hope that that changes, but there's so much going on mentally in the world with people dealing with themselves, not dealing with themselves, and also dealing with people who just, dealing with a lot. So hurt people, man, and we have to be a little selfless with ourselves, selfish with ourselves. Let's say that. Be a little bit more selfish with ourselves, and we know that you're selfless, and God knows that you're selfless. But being selfish with yourself, man, is just to love on you a little bit more, get to know who you are, who life has turned you into, and the reasons you are who you are right now. You don't have to stay that way if it's a bad way. It's always an opportunity to do better, be better, learn better. And let that out, man. Let that out your system. Release the valve, and you will feel so much better, y'all. I'm telling you. You will feel so much better. Don't worry about that, what happens in your house, stay in this house type of thing, man. We've been hearing about that for years, but you'll be surprised how many people just want to release that valve and talk about the things that they've been through, the things that they're going through, the pain that has hurt them and has caused them to react and be the way that they are today. Taking accountability and the reality of you being who you are today does not mean that you're claiming who you're going to be tomorrow. So you're just being real about who you are, man, and what you're dealing with, and knowing that some things in your life just has to stop and come to an end that's not healthy for you, for your mind, body, and spirit. So before we went to break, we were talking about excuse me, y'all, boy, this weather here, honey. So we was talking about successes, and nobody's going to give you the hand to success or happiness to you on a silver platter or anything like that, man. Success seldomly comes quickly, and it almost never comes easily. We did say that. And most of us miss our best opportunities in life because they come disguised as hard work. You know? Some of us are tired and we working hard. I know I am. But I know that there's an opportunity in that. There's a blessing in that. And pay attention to your path as you're going, man, so you can learn and you don't have to revisit it like that. Those hard times like that. We're always going to have some type of challenges and hardships. And, but let's aim for them to be different. So to be different levels in our lives. So I've always had my challenges and hardships. Things happen to me that I may have caused on myself. Some things that happen to me I don't feel like I deserved. But I don't repeat that. Like, I've learned from that. I did that. I conquered that. I spoke about that. I took that lesson and I taught people about that. And now, bam, here I am, God, refreshed and renewed. Let's keep going. Something else happens. Repeat that cycle of it. That way you never have to visit that part of your life again. So start looking for new opportunities today, because you just never know. Look for the opportunities in everything you do, every gig you got, every hustle you're doing. Just, like I said before, you never know who you're shaking hands with, who you're speaking to, who you brighten up their days, who you just simply listen to sometimes, non-judgmentally. You know what I'm saying? Like, just listen to people sometimes, man. Sometimes that's the only thing some people want. They being dismissed and ignored, and It's just a lot, man. And people self-destruct. Not everybody is as bold and like I am or communicate like I do. And I get that. I understand that. And that's why it's okay to reach out to me with the Unstuck Show and talk to me. I'm very transparent. I'm not judgmental. And it's like I will be your voice to get answers, to get it out for you. So go to unstuck101tko radio@gmail.com. Send me your story, man. Send me where you felt like you were stuck and where you are now, unstuck on the verge of getting there. And if you're not as bold as I am or other people to actually be one to tell your story, man, holla at your girl. I will speak for you. God gave me this voice, and always put me in areas or rooms or things to not be afraid to speak out for others. When I didn't find the strength for myself, I spoke out for other people. So that's what I do. That's what I'm gifted with, and I don't mind, you know, speaking out for you, man, and helping you get your strength and reminding you of who you are and what you deserve in this thing we call life. Communication is everything. Communication is in the heart of everything that we do. And so here we go. We building bridges, babies. So I was reading something. Here we go. Another unstuck situation. And like we've been talking about for the whole show so far, communication is everything. Communication is not just running your mouth talking at somebody or just ignoring people, but actually responding, listening, absorbing the information and trying to do something about it. Sometimes you deal with people in life that they don't want to change, or that's just their character makeup. And as frustrating as it may be, you have to come into the truth of that, because it doesn't mean sometimes people don't love you and things. They love you the way that they know how to love and stuff like that. But if you are truthful and you have a voice to want to start telling people what they're doing that's hurting you, and you don't agree with, you don't like it, this is not how you anticipated it to be, start saying those things. Like you don't want people to be a mind reader, but yet you want to keep things inside of yourself. Well, people feeling your energy, whatever, to the point where they just analyze it and they speak it out. And sometimes people be on the money, sometimes they not. But then that's a whole nother argument. Like you think you know everything, or you assuming my life. Well, tell me about your life. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. And it takes an honest, transparent person that takes accountability to be able to say, I feel you on that, but that's just not, I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could treat you like that. I don't know if that's within me to do that. And a lot of people don't say that. A lot of people don't talk about that. That's really hard to find, but it is out here, y'all. Like, I wouldn't be thinking about it if I've never done it. I wouldn't be thinking about it if it's not a possibility. Like, God put things in your imagination or in your mindset that actually comes into fruition. Like, that is a possibility, just rare. I'm that person. And that's why I don't have relationships like that, as far as in a romantic relationship, because I'm too honest. I'm very honest about things. Like, if I grow to care about you and we meet in a certain era or spot or time in our lives where we click, we know each other jokes, and we like to drink the same drinks, or we like to go to same places. That's all fine and dandy. But then when real life happens, like, what do you need? Do you need somebody to call you every day? Do you expect a good morning, beautiful, or good morning, handsome king, or however y'all talk nowadays? Like, do you expect those things? Somebody to check in on you, send you flowers, or have sex with you multiple times a day or a week? Like, all those things start coming about. And it's okay to bring up these conversations when you first feel like, oh, I click with this person. Let me talk about this other stuff before we get real. So it's like, when you go to talk about those things, and because you like them or you develop a relationship and some parts of it makes you feel good, and you try it, but it's not nothing that you like to do you still do it just to do it for that other person? Do you put on for it to keep them? Or is it something you never experienced to where it's, okay, I think I found the one that's going to receive this and I'm going to feel good about doing this for them? So there's a lot of things that come with that. But then there's people that put on, they really don't like these things, and then they throw it in your face on a mad day. Well, I've been doing this, this, and this for you, and I don't even like doing that. So then it takes away all the good deeds, all the special time, all the times you felt special, because they was really just doing it for you. Instead of being introduced to something that we both could like, it makes you feel good and make me feel good. So, but if they grew to care about you, it's just, yeah, I mean, we go on and on. I'm just sitting up here running my mouth with my thoughts, baby, because I think that all those things should be nipped in the bud in the beginning. You know, like, ask those questions, and not to scare nobody off or get too serious too fast, but after you've been kind of kicking it with somebody, you've been peeping certain things, then you've been peeping who that person is already. People treat you how they want, how they want to treat you, how they've been taught to treat you. So, but if that's not the way that works for me, and I have every right to say that ain't working for me, dude, bruh, sir, king, or handsome, or bae, or honey, that's not working for me. I don't like that like that. Like, that might have worked for the last bro, but I want to see how you do things and see if that mesh well together. Because you don't want to just keep telling everybody everything, too. It take away from the special moments and things like that. So communication is key, y'all. Like, for everything in life. You know, we're not actors and actresses to the point where we have to keep putting on these roles for things that just to get what we want out of people, to turn around and have it bite you in the behind or set you back, or make you pass up the opportunity of a person that really may be for you. You know? So stop being honest, bro. Truth hurts, no matter if you're saying it in the nicest way possible, or your drunk tongue speak a sober mind, or your anger brings out an angry truth, a brutal honesty. It's going to hurt either way. So before emotions get like that involved, like, I think it's just a way to, have a grown conversation. Been dating somebody for some time, like, bro, look, we need to have a grown conversation. But then it's too much if a woman bring it up. So men, you need to start stepping up a little bit and have them grown conversations. Like, I don't like you like that, Mom. I ain't feeling you like that. So, you won't leave people, because people messed up mentally right now, bro. And domestic violence is going both ways. They got men out here not only killing women, they got women getting tired and just killing these men. Like the story I talked about, last week or something. The girl kept passing over, man, like, bro, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. I mean, they think it's cute. Oh, yeah, she's so in love. Or that D done put it on her like that when she ain't. Yeah. But psychologically, they don't put it past people, man. People broke, people confused, people trying to get peace. Family's not the same. You got a parent. Like, I went through Hurricane Katrina with a 3-year-old, homeless. I was screwed up. I lost my whole life before me was vanished. No pictures of who I looked like before that person, before that time in my year. So imagine your life starting off at 30 years old. 20-something years old is when your existence start in paperwork or pictures or memories. Like, and a lot of my people out there in New Orleans, y'all know what's up. And some people raise their kids with that was up mentality, like, screwed without getting help. So you got these children in this new generation, 20-something years old, and they chewed up. But if they was raised by somebody that was just mentally in mental disarray and depression and confusion and just things like that without getting help, how you expect your children to turn out? That's why mine taught me because of how much I wanted for her. I'm not perfect. I'm not the most perfect parent. But the love that I had for that child made me get myself together. And if you know me, then you know. My baby 20 years old, she's doing just fine. Lord, please keep her that way. But they got a lot of kids that's lost. And even though mine is got some control of her life, she deal with some things as a young woman, you know. But I care about the other kids in the world that's her age too. And that's my only kid. And who's to say, God forbid, we got a generational curse of my family not being the tightest. Or they get in love or get married and they just say F everybody else or they get beside themselves. I would like to think me and my daughter would beat those odds, but you never know how things turn out. So I watch how I treat other people's children, because if mine don't be there for me, somebody else child gonna feel like Miss Doe took the time to care enough about me when I needed it. That go ahead on, Tyler, live your life. I'm a wipe up behind. There's a lot of behind back that way. So you need that. And it's all part in, like, you gotta watch how you treat people. And you gotta help people help their kids. You know, it's not no parent's fault. We don't come with a handbook. You know, we aim to do better than our parents and the generations before us. Sometimes it be the bloodline. Sometimes it's just life happens. Sometimes it's not the right partnership in parents to make sure your kids come out right. Sometimes the families of your baby daddy or baby mama just screwed up, and that's who your children spending the most time with. So it's not nobody's fault, y'all. We got to take accountability for our own actions, and we got to help other people who's, a little bit more lost in it than what we are. And that's okay. Like, I gave my child a green light. You want to talk to other parents? You want to talk to teachers in school? Talk to somebody that's going to guide you the right way if I'm doing wrong by you. And, some people don't want you to talk to nobody else. Nah, I don't want you talking to, I don't want the people in my business. Well, the only way they can help is if they know the truth, bro. Communication. Back to that. Communication brings success, not just in business, but in families and relationships and things like that. So that's what it is, baby. That's what I have for y'all. Just think about that, man. You got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. Look around you, go beyond seeing, and start observing, and start somewhere. Got to start somewhere. At least give it a try. You're going to bump your head a few times. You're going to mess up. Not going to say all the right words. But don't give up. Don't give in on improving, so you could be what somebody else need. Yep. So we're going to get back to some music for a little while, my love bugs. Continue to ponder on that, because we are here to get unstuck, my babies. And we about to get back into this mix, honey, because I'm feeling this. And I need to get my mind right before I go out here with just drinking and deal with these people and their ways. So we'll be right back with 101 TKO Radio with your girl, Miss Doe, and the Unstuck Show. Hey, DJ GQ is cutting up. That's what I'm talking about, baby. He is cutting up on the ones and twos, honey. A vibe on top of vibe on top of vibe. So shout out to you, DJ GQ. We appreciate you, man. Keep sending them things, honey, and we gonna keep bumping them. So anyway, like I was saying about anybody with music, businesses or whatever, we have an amazing package going on. I'm calling it the falling packages for fall because we dropped some hella prices to actually support you, stand behind you, let you be part of the platform, and be able to put your business, your music, or anything like that out there. And if you happen to be in the Atlanta, Georgia area, Alpharetta, like, come on, man, hit us up and find a host of your choice. And definitely, if you're listening to me, then you find Miss Doe with the UnStuck Show, and we set it up Tuesday or Thursday, and you can come in and we do an interview, man, and you get to meet the amazing Nelson on the ones and twos in the building. You dig? So, I've been talking about a lot of things, y'all. Life, knowing your worth, communicating, all those different things, mental health, domestic violence. You know, yeah, your conversations with me, we just go on and on and on. It's very transparent, it is therapeutic, and it is definitely taking accountability and aiming to be better and fix some things in our lives, man, and we just have to start. That's all we got to do. That's all we got to do is start, y'all. So that's where I'm at with that. Somebody just text me about the Kanye West thing. I don't really want to put too much on the Kanye West thing because it could be a little puzzling. When I did the Cure Violence program in New Orleans, I'm still part of it, even though there's a lot of violence in New Orleans. In our teaching methods, it was about people getting in their feelings, their emotions, and making emotional decisions, and dismissing what things really are. So, I've been thinking about that with the Kanye West thing. Dude, everybody got upset with the White Lives Matter thing. But then it was a good way of business. Read some things. I've heard some interviews with him. And he was like, well, it's nothing against the Black Lives Matter. It was just that all of the harm and hurt they do to black people, that's what they're saying, but not saying. They're telling us that white lives matter more than our lives, even though we're rooting for Black Lives Matter and to be non-biased and not be racist, we'll say all lives matter. There are people on both sides and on every side. But for us to keep dealing with the things we do as people of color, they're saying, but they're not saying that white lives matter. And when it was put that way, it's like, And then all the controversy came out and all the things came out about that. But then it's good for marketing, making that money. Yeah, losing a parent and your most dependent parent do screw you up a little bit. And I know that man dealing with a lot of hurt and things and have to be in the limelight and stuff like that. So one side of me is like, you crazy MFer. The other side of it is, the most creative people are the craziest. You got good music. Then the other side is, dude gone with the wind. Throw it off. Then the other side of it is, just like us, like, it's, when people become celebrities and these high platforms, we forget that they're human and deal with everyday things like the rest of us. They have their seasons of ups, they have their seasons of downs. They have a history, they went through things as children, They have disconnections in their family. They have toxic families. They have things they did wrong with in marriages, not so great parenting, messing up their money. They did a lot of things just like everyday people. But the platforms we put them on, people forget that they're human too. And maybe sometimes they forget that they're human too. But that's the platform. The same thing like leaders in the community and churches and things like that. We forget that they're human and they deal with everyday traumas and drama. It's just, you have a different expectancy for those who get those types of platforms. But that's not fair. It's really not. Somebody also sent me something and it said, Kanye West just made the biggest play in history and nobody caught it. And the comments for that was, he got out of all his contracts without a problem. What's the next plan, Kanye? If there's some truth to that, something to think about. You make these statements, you do, unless lawsuits come with that, for them feeling like, but it's just something to think about. And it all coincides with the conversation that I had today. Like, you gotta listen and process, not make emotional and irrational choices and decisions and thoughts and assumptions about what comes at you firsthand. Because if you observe and you pay close attention, and there's a lot of mess in the message, but there's also a message in the mess. Only time will tell. So maybe by the new year or sometime after that, we'll see what all this was for. But the reality of it is, not just him, it's so many other celebrities going through so many things that are in the forefront right now that's just showing you everyday problems. Just showing you everyday problems. What's going on? Could it be humbling them? Or just the process of blessing them up? Painful process before any promise. Comes with a cost. Can't just rub a lamp and ask for blessings to start manifesting however you want to say it in your life. Got to work for it. Got to put some blood on it. Got to take some losses. You got to be crazy sometimes. But you start paying attention to the path that you're on, it'll help open up your mind to the path you're going to. So, wherever you're at today, you at work, you're in the car with your kids, you're at the grocery store, or just the things you do repetitively in your life, make it make sense. And it's all leading to something. Like I said before, each door may not be your door, but it will lead to more doors. One of them hands you shake, or elbows you hit, rub, or conversations you have, aim for that to open up another person. Be that for that person. Sometimes it just takes kindness, man. Just be kind to somebody. You never know. I know what I want to do for the people that's been kind to me in moments that I didn't feel kind to myself. Told some people that everybody come with me can't go with me. And I realize your assignments and sometimes things are up. Don't mean that I dislike you. Don't mean I don't like you anymore. Or don't mean that you screwed up with me. Just means that there's a feeling inside that's like, man, your assignment up with that. But I try to mark and make everything memorable, and I appreciate those that go, that has been part of that process. So when I get to where I gotta get, so start working on you if you haven't already, because I definitely want to reach back and help those who help me. Give you a shoulder, give you a hand, give you a knee to stand on, bring you up to whatever level it may be, in love and in great support. Or if you're dealing with some financial problems, baby, hopefully I'm blessed up enough to whereas we ain't got to talk 5, 10 years. If I see or heard of something you're dealing with, expect a check in the mail. Just know that I care, and what you did that part of my life, it really mattered at that time. So what you think is small, it may be big, bitch, to the next person. Yeah, just consider that, man. Anger carries a lot of heaviness, angry facial expressions. A frown is more muscles than a smile. Like, come on. People tired. So we got to do something. We got to start somewhere. Got to aim to make a change somewhere, somehow. Why not start today? Today on Tuesday. Start. Just start. Do something. Push yourself, which is going to be uncomfortable. You've heard that slogan 1,000 times. You got to be uncomfortable to get comfortable. And uncomfortableness is the road to, you're on the right track. Because you're pushing yourself outside of the box. You're getting unstuck. You're pushing yourself. So, y'all will be fine. I believe in y'all. Y'all believe in me. Help others feel good about themselves. But start working on you. Feel good about you. Feel good about yourself. Love on you. Try to make sure that people leave you a little happier. Make somebody smile who walking around frowning. But know when to walk away. My mom's favorite song was Kenny Rogers. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. No, you don't force yourself. You don't put a Phillips head into a flathead screw. You can't force yourself. Know when to walk away, know when to run. But, the right moments, you'll know. Tap into your spirit, tap into your mind, tap into your discernment. Enough is enough of hurt and pain. Hurt people hurt people. Now it's time for healed people to heal people and get unstuck. I love y'all. I appreciate your support. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Make sure y'all check out our packages, baby. Holidays are coming. It is an awesome holiday gift to give somebody you believe in in their business, in their music, in their brands. And maybe we'll have some gift certificates or print out some kind of certificates once you do a package. We got some certificates or something that we'll be able to give you, present it, you wrap it up. You person that you got to have everything in wrapping, print it out, you wrap it up, and you hand that over as a Christmas gift. And that lasts a lifetime. That don't just last. Your shoes going to get worn down. Your purse going to go out of style. But blessing somebody up, man, and believing in their dreams and their visions does not ever go out of style. Make sure y'all check into our packages and you hand that over to a friend, to a family member, a loved one that you believe in, you want to support, because you never know when you're going to need that person back. So it goes a long way. Y'all consider that. Much love and appreciation from 101 TKO Radio. I'm going to speak on behalf of everybody here at the station, man. We appreciate you, love you. Continue to tune in any day, all day. Find a host that fits you, but the music fits everybody. You're going to find something great in everybody that's here that's talking on this on these airwaves, baby. So you cannot go wrong. We lift people up, we bless you up, and we support you. And we just a button away. 101 TKO Radio. And continue to rock out with us, man. I got to go hustle and grind because I'm not rich yet. You dig? So at this moment, Tin Man Taylor with the bad knees. Got to get up out of here and go get a grind on and a hustle. Pray for my safe travels. Tomorrow, I will be headed to New Orleans for my PMR Barber dolls. I got some girls to take care of, man. And then I'll be back in Atlanta. And then I go back to New Orleans. I'm just back, forth and forth. So y'all just pray for me, man, and my strength and my safety, man. Let me do this and I'll be back, baby. I will be back. But I'm out. Your girl, Miss Doe, with the UnStuck Show. 101 TKO. Let's go.